Grass is always greener.
Bangladesh, a nation known for its vibrant culture and resilient people, recently witnessed a historic event. Students, the heartbeat of any nation, rose up against the government. This wasn't just about textbooks. It was about the future of Bangladesh. Years of discontent over corruption and shrinking democratic space boiled over. The students, armed with courage and hope, became the voice of a nation yearning for change. Their peaceful protests echoed in Dhaka and beyond, capturing global attention. The government, taken aback by the scale and determination of the student movement, yielded. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, in power for 15 years, stepped down. The student uprising, fueled by a desire for a brighter future, toppled a powerful regime. The nation was at a crossroads, filled with uncertainty and hope. In the aftermath of the student-led revolution, a sense of cautious optimism settled over Bangladesh. The streets of Dhaka, once teeming with protesters, were now calm, patrolled by students themselves. The interim government, headed by respected economist Muhammad Yunus, moved swiftly to establish order. Yunus, known for his work on microfinance and poverty alleviation, represented a stark departure from the previous regime. His reputation as a man of integrity and his commitment to social justice offered hope for a more equitable Bangladesh. Schools and businesses gradually reopened, and life slowly began to return to normalcy. The interim government faced the monumental task of rebuilding trust in institutions and healing societal divisions. One of the most pressing issues facing the interim government was ensuring the safety and security of all citizens, particularly minority groups. The transition period had created a sense of uncertainty, leaving many feeling anxious and exposed. Steps were taken to enhance security measures across the country, focusing on places of worship and areas densely populated by minority communities. Community policing initiatives were launched, encouraging dialogue and cooperation between law enforcement and local communities. The government understood that true security could only be achieved through collaboration and mutual respect. The international community, particularly human rights organizations, played a crucial role in monitoring the situation and providing support to vulnerable groups. As Bangladesh embarked on this new chapter, concerns lingered about the potential for the country to drift towards an Islamic theocracy. The interim government, while publicly committed to secularism, included members with known Islamist leanings. This sparked debate and anxiety, both within Bangladesh and among international observers. Some feared that the hard-won freedoms and secular values enshrined in Bangladesh's constitution were at risk. Others argued that these fears were overblown, emphasizing the interim government's commitment to upholding the constitution. The debate over secularism versus religious influence was likely to be a defining feature of Bangladesh's political landscape. The international community's engagement and support would be crucial in encouraging the interim government to uphold its commitment to secular values. With Sheikh Hasina's departure, the question on everyone's mind was, who would lead Bangladesh next? The nation, still reeling from the swift change in leadership, held its breath, eager to know who would guide them into the future. Among the potential candidates, several figures emerged as frontrunners. There were seasoned politicians and young activists, emboldened by the student-led movement. The race for leadership was wide open, reflecting the fluidity and uncertainty in Bangladesh's political landscape. The interim government had yet to announce a date for elections. The world was watching, hoping for a peaceful and democratic transition.